There's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like, and share it. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
Everyone is buzzing after Angel Reese uploaded a TikTok that appears to reference Caitlin Clark, with the caption, "White girl running from fade." The WNBA has remained silent. Fans are divided, and media outlets are weighing in. This message isn't just a harmless joke. It may damage Angel's reputation, increase tension within the league, and raise questions about the WNBA's accountability. The post was shared on Reese's official TikTok account. While the original image is blurry and contains several spelling and grammar mistakes, the message it conveys is loud and clear. Many are shocked by the post. Some claim it directly targets Caitlin Clark in a way that feels unnecessarily personal and potentially inflammatory. When Angel appeared to escalate things, Caitlin simply walked away without a response. But the internet hasn't been so quiet. Let's take a closer look at the video, its context, and what this might mean for Angel's career, Caitlin's public image, and the WNBA's future. The self-described Bayou Barbie, Angel Reese, did in fact repost a TikTok that some interpreted as a direct jab at Clark. It wasn't just a meme, it felt like a pointed message. While athletes often share edgy or provocative content, Reese holds a unique position as a rising face of the WNBA. That raises a key question. Why would she repost something so controversial? Did she think it would go unnoticed? Or did she believe it was harmless fun? Whatever the intent, the reaction has been anything but mild.
Reposted this to her TikTok account. I know the image is blurry and filled with grammatical and spelling errors. I'm honestly surprised that whoever posted this originally was able to spell "the" correctly. But the message, it says, "White girl running from the fade."
The internet erupted once the TikTok went viral. Not only were fans upset, many were outright outraged. A large number of viewers agreed that the message crossed a line. Social media lit up with reactions from every direction, including basketball blog, YouTubers, and major sports outlets like ESPN. But one voice was noticeably absent, the WNBA. There was no official statement, no fine, no suspension, just silence. And to fans, that silence felt like approval. It gave the impression that the league was willing to ignore the controversy entirely. The question arises, does the WNBA truly stand for accountability and inclusion? Why has there been no response? Let's be honest. If Caitlin Clark had reposted a TikTok with a racially charged comment about Angel Reese, the fallout would have been immediate. There would likely be media coverage, public outrage, and possibly disciplinary action. But instead, Caitlin chose not to respond. She didn't post, didn't comment, and didn't fuel the narrative. She let her performance speak for itself, staying composed, focused, and mature. While Caitlin continues to make headlines for her game, setting records and inspiring young fans, Angel's online activity is stirring controversy. The contrast is clear. One player is focused on building her legacy on the court, while the other risks being defined by off-court drama. So the real question is, who are young girls looking up to? The leader who uplifts her team with her play, or the one who stirs conflict on social media?
Assuming, though, that the racial connotation here is that Caitlin Clark is a scared white girl running away from the black woman, when the reality is Caitlin Clark was just treating Angel Reese just like the rest of the WNBA audience is treating Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark walked away from the fight and treated Angel Reese like an
Let's not skirt the issue. The WNBA would have made an example of Caitlin Clark by midday if she had shared anything similar about Angel Reese. She would make headlines. She would be called out by the players. Her comments would be inundated with activists. Outside of Fever games, there will be full-scale demonstrations. However, the league shrugs when Angel Reese does it. That is hypocritical and not equality. One participant cannot be subject to one set of rules, while another is subject to an entirely other set. No matter how well-liked they are or what story they are a part of, you have to follow the rules if you want to be taken seriously as a professional league. Fair is fair. Here's the question, then. Is the WNBA no longer in charge of its own standards? Since the WNBA is in the midst of what ought to be a golden age, let's take a moment to discuss public relations. TV ratings are at all-time highs, and sponsorships are increasing. Social media is humming. Celebrities are courtside, and new fans are learning about the league every day. The WNBA has been hoping for this type of expansion for decades. Here's the thing with leveling up, though: growth. Additionally, the pressure increases. Not only the wins are in the limelight, it reveals fissures, and that spotlight is now revealing catastrophe, because the league is getting drawn into a scandal that they started by doing nothing at all, rather than honoring this event. The league's official reaction to one of your most well-known players sharing a racist, almost threatening TikTok is quiet. Not even a press announcement on the issue is known to us. Nothing. It's more than a PR gaffe. It's a complete faceplant. Let's just call it that. This is retreat, not advancement. Behind hashtags, this is regression. Where's Commissioner Kathy Angelbert? I mean, is she really hiding behind her desk? Because the top of the league is giving off a ghostly aura, and the fans are out there asking genuine questions. You're not leadership if your league is receiving national attention for scandal and you remain silent. You're doing okay. You're not carrying out your duties. Because this is a reality. Absence of leadership during a dispute conveys a lack of concern to supporters. And guess what happens if the supporters start to think you don't give a damn? They also lose interest. Well, Kathy, it's time to arrive. Because quiet is more than just a terrible look. Everything you fought so hard to create is at risk. This is where the WNBA faces the most risk. Fans who are genuinely purchasing tickets and attending are beginning to disperse. Fans of the Indiana Fever, in particular, arenas are being packed by these individuals. To see Caitlin Clark do her magic, they are spending money. In exchange, the league is treating them like second-class citizens. They were chastised for celebrating and lectured for booing, and now they're seeing the league shield a player who attempted to make fun of their hero with a racist TikTok. The frustration is evidently bubbling over. Tell me, then, how you are now feeling as a fan. Has the drama caused you to reconsider your enthusiasm for the season? Angel Reese is doing the best thing right now. So let's take a moment to talk about her. She's not only a fool. She used to be more than that. At least high fashion magazine covers, sponsorship agreements, TV ads, and an expanding social media following that treats her like the Beyoncé of basketball are all examples of her success. However, it seems that she is more interested in becoming the WNBA's drama queen than its future, because her off-court shenanigans and TikTok reposts are now making her more well-known than her on-court prowess. And let's face it, if you want to establish your brand, maybe you shouldn't base it on victimization, racial baiting, and pettiness. It's business, not simply terrible taste. While you're out here hurling racist epithets and attempting to stir things up, you can't be pleading for respect, wanting affection from fans, and requesting support from the league. QueenEnergy.leadership is not that. It's not even grown up. It's chaotic and giving. Since there is much more to this problem than just Angel Ree and Caitlin Clark, let's take a moment to zoom out. This goes beyond a simple personal grudge. This serves as a mirror reflecting the true values and future direction of the WNBA. Really, what kind of league is this? Do they support discipline, sportsmanship, and treating all athletes fairly, irrespective of their social media presence, popularity, or race? Or are they just there for the mayhem, clicks, and whatever makes the news at the moment? The league is conveying a perplexing message. The fans are baffled by this. The players are being very cautious. Except for Angel Reese, who is giggling at her mess and stomping all over those eggshells in her glittery shoes. Let's be honest. This marks a turning point and a defining moment. The WNBA has two options. Either they take action and set a firm boundary, or they allow the situation to get out of hand. Simply put, they are co-signing the absurdity if they decide to remain silent and do nothing once again. Indeed, drama may increase involvement, It may increase your TikTok views and Twitter impressions, but it doesn't foster loyalty. It lacks trust. Furthermore, it doesn't leave a legacy. The basis of the WNBA is now collapsing because, rather than creating something strong, they're allowing a player who finds it amusing to repost a racist slur to upend everything. Who believe that being loud equates to being correct? What comes next? Will the WNBA make a statement at last? Will Angel Reese continue to double down, or will he apologize? Will Caitlin Clark continue to let her game speak, while others just converse? This is not the end of the narrative. One thing is certain, though. Sponsors, fans, and most significantly, the WNBA's future are all watching. I would want to know whether Angel Reese was inappropriate. Does the league need to intervene? Is Caitlin Clark being treated disrespectfully or protected? Leave a comment below with your opinions. In what looks to be the most dramatic season in WNBA history, don't miss the next episode by hitting the like button and subscribing. Stay tuned till the next time, because this league is on fire, and not in a good way.